Hello, this is FG back with you for Anbennar. Today we are continuing on with what might and hopefully is the last episode of the Elikhand campaign, and we will be declaring a great holy war against our neighbors, I guess. They don't feel like neighbors at this point just because of how far we pushed them back. Yep, yep. We take the refugees in because we want more refugees ourselves. Got some of those. Foolish grandeur. Probably should have used that. It's fine though. Sure. Need a smith. It's fine. Oh, game really didn't like something happening. Yep. Send them this way. How many armies do we have? This one. Oh yeah, that one. Wondering where it was. Should be a stack wipe, I think. Nope. Almost, though. Right that way. Didn't mean to hit that. Kinda did it without thinking. It's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Additionally, we should really build these everywhere. Right, good. Obviously, what I'm going to want is at least these provinces. Of course, religion. And then we can go from there. Yeah, more. I think for this war, we're probably gonna go ahead and break Florlam Aldizhir's alliance with Guled. Alright. And illusion, shadows in the night. Bombard that for some extra siege progress. Alright, now go ahead and impose the tariff. Orlam Aldizhir. Break that alliance. And ahead and build the last few forts. Should be fine. We should just get manufactories pretty much everywhere. Time to go attack. We will end up needing both of these stacks. I'm fairly sure. That. Orly, I'm out busier. Get rid of that alliance too, because we're probably going to go invade them. Ardesti Bards. I do actually want that. I know the way to the land of the Smiths. Oh. What? Alright. Dragon Forge ruins cleared. Hurrah! Right, those are all building. Trade depot, stock exchange. Yeah, we can wait for that one to get done. Right. That army's dead. Fine. Yeah, I'll take the tech. I can't have that much manpower left. No, they don't. Doesn't matter. We're a lich. We're kind of a lich. Basically a lich. Do this and right, there we are. I don't even need that money. It's more to farm them. Alright, we can do this. We can release them. So we will take a single province. This we can grab. This blue 2-foot halfling. Right, so we can do that, and then come right here and get Westmore's. It's more about coring costs than anything. Alright. Only 100 and only a little bit overextended now. Of course, everyone loves us. Westmore's religion. I'm gonna move my capital here. It's about time. Is done. Right. Still good. And Anna. Do that. Build a Grand Bazaar. Alright. Oh, lost claims on Ashy End. Visiting a cottage. Yeah, sure. No. Just take that prestige. 340. And we will do that. Vivar, Vixden. Alright. Yeah, that's something I should probably do. Upgrade that one. Upgrade that one. Go ahead. That. 25. Cute little uprising, but it's over now. Right. And here, to encourage development. Do that. Decide to fold. Alright. Alright, we're good. We'll do construction cost. Alright. Now we want to declare this war. Colin Telgier, Benevor, and Blueheart join, but we don't care about them. Meanwhile, we want to call in everyone else. They should have 100,000. Yeah, they have 100,000 men. So that'll need 3 armies. Telgier probably also has... No, they actually have a lot less men than I was expecting. So we will send 2 men here. By men, I mean stacks of troops. Sure, we'll take that. How are we doing on institutions? Looking good. Can't remember if there's 2 or 3 stages. Anyway, I'm gonna throw that down just in case there's another stage. Director from Castanet. We will do Army Tradition Decay. Flame Rekindled. And from the Dragon Forge, we get recruitment time, regiment cost overall, Splendid Court, absolutism, admin power. And that's Telgier Siege. Or they can go that way. Go fight over here. That's a better general. And we can just recover for a little bit. Old Bazaar tenements dismantled. Get out of here. How long is this gonna take? Only a year. Alright. Age of Artificery. We will go ahead and actually bombard that. Holy fuck, Goled. Get your country under control. It's almost like something awful happened to you. There's Provoke the Embargo. Alright, Express has been sieged. Alright, that can come off. Again, this is area of concern. It's Ibivar, Arboron are mostly at fault. Okay, so Algier, go ahead and force religion on them. Reps. Them, force religion. Many bore. Either. You go siege Menabor down, the mercenaries. Oh. Who had managed to actually take back control from magnates. Not care. Ottoman. Doombringer. Interesting that they even exist. Alright, who else do I need to crusade? Yeah, these guys can head back to Gallatin. Sure. Why not? Hey, Sirenvar. They have more than 100 total development. I guess they do. Oh yeah, that'd be it. Alright, sorry, checking my phone. Menabor. Oh, please, just... It's not even that important if they convert. Grand Bazaar is done with. Okay, so we can come down south. And we can do Kastan's Wonders. Although they are not quite Ketteradan, the old remnants known as Kastan's Wonder remind us that we are standing on the remnants of another nation of builders. Let us honor their legacy and rebuild those great works. What strife and time tears down, strong hands may build up once more. When Elkahet walked Halan, he abandoned his godhood in service to his people, and founded the greatest civilization this world has seen. After centuries of work, the same has now been done here in Ascan. Our leaders work tirelessly to ensure our nation is worthy of the legacy it carries, and renounce the posh luxuries carried by their peers. True greatness comes from these sacrifices, and they shall be remembered for all eternity. So, we get a quite bad modifier. Loyalty is not good at this stage in the game, at the stage you'd be getting it at. We can transfer trade there. much is actually coming this way? 1 ducat. Instead of there, I did that. 4 ducats. Actually, oh, never mind, I didn't let it update. Alright, yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, we have everyone sieged. Manivore. And Blue Heart. And X-West. Go ahead and force religion on them. As well as take some of these Vertesker lands. Yeah, that's good. We now have a second, more convenient way to get to Catarata, or what remains of it. What is Tombsvale? Alright. Okay, so I am currently missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nations. Great Holy War, Indlebury. Right. Yep. Yep. It's fine. Great Holy War, Indlebury. Colin Gisden. Colin Wex. And Canale, Magdalier, Istror. Alright, I'm going to pause the recording real quickly and come back when I picked up this phone call. Alright, I'm back. I just made a small oopsie that resulted in me sending a delivery to the wrong address. The address is like 250 miles away and is where a significant other is living, so they get food. Yeah. Alright, let's work on this. Indlebury, Canale, Magdalier, and then Istror. Alright, Istror, and the one that I am missing is Moonhaven. What do I call it? Belcare. What if I call in Istror? That does call in Moonhaven. to the crazy web of alliances, but this war is for the soul of Canor. Let's go. Priority 1 will be knocking them out, because that's 100,000 troops off the field. Is this everyone? Everyone besides Moonhaven. Yeah, alright. So we want to send one down to Tear. Wants to join in. Good. Extra troops from Busalar will be great, as well as it'll be very nice to have distractions, Shadows in the Night, obviously, because we want to siege. Alright, head over to Tear. Yeah, oh yeah, Stalin is someone we need to fight too, but I can deal with that. Deal with the Moonhaven. Okay. Shit. Head throw down. Defensive Edict. Alright. Yeah, this guy is not perfect. I'll be fine though. Okay. Okay, that was good. Luckily, Orkilavar is not huge, so getting them out should hopefully go... Shouldn't be too hard. We want to take that battle. So we can sit there for 1 second. And we can go ahead and set that in. Okay, that's been sieged. That hopefully should be enough to get Tear out. Yeah, it is. Another member of the faith. This is basically a mini league war. We reach them. Which mana do we have? 80. How much would it cost to dominate to surrender? Mass War, dominate to surrender. Oh, that's way too much. Okay, we need to send another army down to Dostanor. they took Nathalier. Alright. Great. Send 2 armies over to siege the Gisden forts. Okay, who died? Mage. No. Yep. Send one guy that way. You raise up another 2 armies over here. Up in the north. Des Moines. Okay. Oh, Sainthal is actually... Where are they? Okay. That's fine. It's another one out of the war. Okay, send them down south. Bombard both of these. Take mage. Blue Reachman, didn't read that. Relevant information. Alright. So for Moonhaven, will this require more than 1? It will. Good. Okay, that's fine. Development. Of course, we gotta max these out. Good. Head to Port Munis. And Distribor does not want out. Might hopefully change their mind if we siege down more things, potentially. Okay. Here, they can take this general, send another army down south, take 2 generals this way. Definitely didn't think I'd already sent that army into battle. Oh well. Yeah, should have done that too. Oh well, we can use it against Orkilavar, potentially. New Corvald. Alright. Do a bombard. Gets me a ton of progress. Istrawar. No. We want Gizdan. They should probably want out. They are already our faith. That's good. Right. It's probably time to actually start fighting Celiand. The whole war is technically over. Alright, Orkilavar. Hey. Since you fought me so hard, I'm sure you wouldn't mind losing a little bit of land. Horse artillery. Okay. And Istrawar will take a force religion. Moonhaven, I presume, will also take a force religion. And now it is time to go deal with Lex, who I kind of forgot was in this war. Okay. And that north, and there. Spring Advisor. Refugees. Tilbury is dealt with. Indlebury. There you are. Magdallier can get sieged next. Okay. Yep, take that. Alright, Orkilavar, still don't want out. Because they're idiots. Lex will take a Horse Religion. Head over there. Now I only have the Lunar River Miners to deal with. Alright. At this point, we should have enough to piece Celiand out pretty easily. Okay, take that, take that. Never took religious. Kind of funny. Magdallier has been sieged. Canale will be sieged next. Corveld has been sieged. I do not care. Congratulations. Okay, so next. Magdalier, Force Religion. Canale. Force Religion. Righty. North. Here's a traitor. Take them. Belicare done. Alright, Orghilavar. Pissed me off. Lost your land. Call it even. And Belicare. That. And Celiand. I can also Force Religion. Take a whole bunch of province. Bunch of money. Alright. What if instead I do this? Should hopefully prevent court and country. Back. They can sit there, they can sit there. Yeah. Ooh. Cool rebels. We'll do some more games. Okay, so now only issue that remains is Pearl's Edge and Dame's Crown. Although I don't actually think also Stalin needs to be attacked. I can do that. Do the cap combat power. Right. Stalin. On Ibivar. Essentially so the VAR can do all of the, or get all of the treaties for access. How much will this be to convert them? Still basically nothing. Matters greed, Stalin. Alright. Do not care about any of those other people. Who is Pearl's Edge allied to? Yeah. Alright. And probably a whole lot. Who am I actually at war with? Dame's Crown. That's an easy one. That. There's my theologian. Literally just hired him. I don't do national unrest. Unrest is at least 0. Goods and services. Shape terrain, transmute to gold, plant growth, speak with the dead. Nah. I'll send this guy down here. Am I fighting here? Magical abominations? Alright. Dame's Crown. Welcome to the Faith. And reps. Right. Did I not convert them? Did I unclick that by accident? Guess I must have. Dane's crown. Horse religion, money. Alright, there we are. And don't really need this army anymore. We can go back home. Yeah, do that. Alright, this should be last thing. Alright. Are we good? We need to get both of them done. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Herb extend. Bjarnrik. Okay, those two are allied. One more war. So one here, one here, here, there. Look at Canor. Embracing the righteous faith. And vassals may have also, or not my vassals, they're basically my vassals. The other nations, the Dalakaba nations, I think have also converted some. Yeah, Great Holy War. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call them in. I think. If I belligerate them, do I actually gain the ability to force convert a heat nation? Let's check that. So that means we're gonna have to fight Bjarnrik anyways. Okay, we can't. Alright. Declare war, Great Holy War. Yeah, build the palace. Extend siege. Good tolerance of true faith. Bjarnrik actually didn't join. Oh yeah, because I didn't go. I'm stupid. Sorry. Alright, what is the mana looking like? Illusion, Shadows in the Night, and Evocation, Flaming Munitions. Right, good. And we can now go there. Alright. Force Religion 2. Take those. Oh, I'm gonna send a void that way. Okay. For them, just get rid of that treaty and we're fine. And for them, we're obviously gonna take off that. Or lamb, oh dear. Get done. Again, I'm going to deposit one more time. Sorry. Alright. Sorry for the delay. Alright. Shouldn't take too much longer to get all this done with. Orlam Aldiz should be getting knocked out soon. Sorry, Orlam Aldir. Right, goblins. They can do whatever they want. Yeah, that's good. Deal with that. And alright, so we want these provinces and then force religion. Additionally, we want to go ahead and build galleys. And then go there. This guy can get that. Personal union. Oh no. Just keep clicking. Here's a truce with wax. We're almost making money faster than I can click. Shoot the goblin. Alright. Let's go ahead and upgrade all the ships. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Additionally, we want to go ahead and full state these. Economic hegemon, sure. Why shouldn't I? Yeah, I'll do Goetti. Guess I could convert those guys over to Goetti, just to make it more convenient. Okay, this can be White Reachman. Oh, let the Grombar work stay there. What do I need to get New Corville done? 20. And then accept the culture. Do I have... I do have a slot. Now let's restore, do Corveld. Let's do paper. Alright. Looking good. Black Iron Mine. Sure, we can do this. Is lives... Is that global goods produced? Production leader. Yes, it is global goods produced. Alright. Because we didn't actually have enough money. In case you didn't know. That's done. That's done. Can't do either of these. Okay, yeah, the ruler is a lich. Can't do that one. That's orcish. That's Fey races. And that needs to be correct culture. Can't do that one either. Half elven. Can't do that one even if I did take it. Alright. Can go ahead and get the rest of the Goettis accepted. Fully integrated into the realm. Alright. Covert action. That. If I was to declare war, that'd be -5, but I don't actually care. You know what, Intef? You shall lead our armies to greatness. He has elected to not take to the field because he was busy ruling. But it is now time. Also, that took way longer than it should have. Any of these forts gonna be worth? Why not? Alrighty. Do that, and then force religion. Fix the borders. Yeah, we can push a little bit further. Alright. And with that... In Canor, they have a word for accelerating growth, snowballing. The Dalakaba faith has seen such behavior, with every conversion making their friends and neighbors more convinced of the legitimacy of our ways. Every child born to the faith sees one more later converting. It is only a matter of time before we all revere Elkahet and his descendants, just as much as they do the gods that once dominated the continent. Alright. There's only two nations of any real significance left that are not Delicava. That is obviously both Laurent and Riveria. Somehow Kaboldazan has actually hung around, which is pretty cool. Yes, so that is going to be it. For some reason, the other NTEF missions that I think come in over here did not happen. I don't think doing that would do anything to fix that, so we're simply going to leave it there. Well, we end off as the Great Hegemon with almost as much development as the next two combined, the Deniraj and Laurent. Like I predicted, nothing ever happens. No Phoenix religiously, however. We have big ol' new Sun Cult. High Philosophy migrated from Rahen over to the coast. General High Philosophy victory, except for in Inner Rock, or in Rahen itself. Which is a little bit weird since this is like kind of the stronghold of it. Mystic Accord has actually shown up and made a good account of itself. High Philosophy up over here. Kaelin Worship has taken over the island. It did explode though, so it doesn't really matter. Dwarves didn't ever end up converting to Ancestor Worship in any meaningful way. At least that I've seen. I mean, Argorstum and Orkilavar did, but that's it. Delicaba, obviously, we can take a look. Our projection. We're actually only number 2 in score. Because we didn't really have all that much from Age of Monsters. And we actually had less than a Laurent from the Age of Unraveling. We are the number 1 largest faith. 56 countries. Also the largest in terms of countries. Which is very cool. Advisors. Anbennar Emperors. I think this broke because we took it over. Also, it became the Empire of Anbennar, or the what's it called? The Emperor of Anbennar. We can continue playing, or just letting it run while I look through this. Right, this army can go here, this one can go back that way. And we'll see how much of the Empire we can actually get under our direct control. We will just do neighboring countries. Off territory. I can't do that. Would they take some of those? Anyways, back to the ledger. Army quality. Nothing too special, but good enough that we can fight, no problem. Morale, however, we have in spades. Professionalism, number 1. Defensiveness. Really good siege ability. Tradition, great tradition. We have the highest force limit by a very big margin. And navies, we never bothered. Army losses, 4 million. Mostly to attrition because I don't like to split my armies up. Total income comparison. Yeah, we make not quite nearly, well, nearly double what low rent makes. And that was well after I stopped actually building any buildings that would matter. Rightful conquest. Yeah. Let those get done. 19 absolutism. What else? Inflation. Out goes. Also, we have an absolute ton of Elkahander. Let's look at those beautiful cultural maps. Beautiful. Almost all of Ascan Elkahander, except for the provinces that I didn't want to be. We had Stone Dwarves, Green Orcs, Castellarians, Common Goblins, and Marchers. And also White Reachmen. And a few more Goblins up there. Because I didn't bother converting them, and also it's kind of cute that they have their little mountains that they can hide in. Other than that, nothing culturally, nothing interesting, like usual. Well, I guess this is a little bit weird. With Cliff Gnome and Revarians kind of splitting. Anything else? Oh, that's also a little bit cool. The gnolls really never got purged or anything. Like, you know, obviously from the Jadari provinces over these Jadari. Wait, only actually these two that I think got flipped over. Weird. Other than that, obviously the hobgoblins are dead. Shaman Home killed them. This is... Shaman Home's weird. I think they actually have like three different, what's it called, idea sets based on circumstances of like which one rises up and it changes their religion. And there is like a devouring path one, which is kind of cool. Instead, I do that, and we want also religious diplomats. See if I can actually get a whole bunch of them under me by doing that. Let's go ahead and do Docile Populace. I'll continue playing just a little bit, just to see how much we can get done there. About that. So I'll go ahead and pause here and just come back later, so you guys don't have to sit around. Alright. It's time to just see who joins and who leaves. The answer is... like half the Empire? Something like that. Wow. That's cool. Does the Empire actually add these to it? Alright. A little bit more over the ledger. I think we've looked at everything, though. I was messing around with a, what's it called? In another game. This is the world as it is. Ancestor worship is taking over the Forbidden Plains, which is funny. Kudakodic, actually. I guess all this stuff got colonized by the, Lake Federation. They had the Kudakodic events, which flipped the provinces. Only one province worth of Orchef. Okay. The Anfang never really actually got their thing going. Shaman Home. Guess we can take a look at them. Yeah. Yeah, because they have the many hands ideas. Other religions, nothing. Angulan Pantheon took over a whole bunch. Leech Den's actually flipped over to Delicaba, which is cool. The Yin is a mess. Summer Court and Autumn Court came out on top. The Triarchy is actually having a bad game. They've lost all that to Vanberry Guild. South. Oh. It's a little bit unusual. I don't really see the Gnorians come into Teichen too often. Yet they've basically split it 3 ways, with Vern, Everthiel, and what are they called? Revaria splitting it up. Daeon lost a whole bunch to them? Or did they? Oh, they might have never had that. Legend-wise, Canis looks about normal. Regent Court, Elven Forebear. More Delicaba, which is always great. And I think that is... Oh, God. Ugh. I don't want to look at that. It's actually mostly Burnman. Pearl's Edger. It's just a nightmare of... Place is probably going to be a nightmare of religious conflict. Alright. But I think that is it. Sorry, again, for the probably second or third time I'm apologizing for this taking so long. Hopefully next time I'll just have the full series recorded before I put any episodes out. But I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.